Hello again. Well, this time I thought I would just tell you about some of the things I did to her and made over the 5 years I had her. Now, a friend persuaded me to make a stove out of a gas bottle, and it's one of the best things I've ever done, without any doubt whatsoever. It saved me, numerous times. It got on, and I used pine offcuts that there were plentiful free supply, and within 10 minutes it was warm and dry. Now, there was one night though at Boston where I just there on those moorings, anyway, I lit the stove. Well, of course the fumes go up first, and for a few minutes there's a few flames coming out, and one chap, he commented, he said, look at that boat, look at Malk, he says, he's got flames a foot high coming out the chimney. Anyway, it soon settled down, but as I said, that was the best thing that I did to her, without a doubt. Now, the second year that I had her, I made a new prop shaft. Definitely needed one. The same friend, he had a lathe in his workshop, and I'm not a professional turner, I was a cylindrical grinder. However, I was quite tough with this because I did a good job. I turned the taper, I did screw cutting on it, and we made a simple levelling device for balancing it, and I balanced the prop using the angle grinder, and we got it almost spot on. I even changed it in the water at Bardney at my moorings, which was quite a feat, as you can imagine. Another job I did was to make a remote rudder, and it only had to manoeuvre it, and all this I made from scrap, you know, made it all myself, everything, but it worked ever so well, and it meant that I could clamber about the boat and steer it going down the river, as long as you didn't go too far away. But the best thing of all, you know, going down to Boston on a summer's night, you could sit at the back, on the back in the sunshine, instead of being stuck at the wheel, you know, so that worked very well. As I said, I had a great many trips up the Kyme, the Sleaford Canal, and the lock there wasn't used very much, and the paddles were really stiff. And so what I did, I made myself a ratchet windlass, you know, the handle that you wind the paddles up with, and this worked very well. You could take the handle out and extend it to make it easy to wind it, and then you could wind them up as normal if you needed. You know, it's just one of the other things that I made that made me boating so much better, and I was pleased. And once again, you know, I made it out my junk I had, and it didn't cost me anything, so we had a lot of fun, as you can imagine. Well, when I got this boat, I was going to use it, and I wasn't scared of using it in the winter actually then. Anyway, I took a friend, and we went out, and there was some ice. Well, it cut through the ice lovely. The trouble is, it wore through the front planks and wore a hole in them. And I thought we'd go to sink actually. I quickly dived for the shallows. Anyway, after I made another blade for it, but it wasn't that successful. Anyway, after 2 or 3 years, whatever it was, I made a new rudder for her. Now this worked very, very well. I got it just right. It steered lovely. In fact, going to Boston, I actually did 1 kilometre without touching the wheel. You know, it was that good. So that was another job that I was really pleased with, and again I made it out of a bit of exhaust pipe and just a bit of plate that I had. You know, it worked really, really well. So, as you've seen some of the fun we had on her, I've taken these clips from the drains video. Now what I'm going to do, I redid it and did a commentary, and actually having watched it the first time for, well, a number of years, I'm actually quite pleased with it, to be honest. So what I'm going to do, I'll put the link to it in the description, and then you can have a look if you like, obviously, you know, and see what you think. You know, if you like this, I think you might like it. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully we'll have something more soon.